Did you know that healing unlocks expression and fuels inspiration? What do I mean by that? As our bodies begin to heal, it awakens this creativity within us that surfaces, these creative impulses rise to the surface as we begin to reclaim our energy and as our health begins to improve and the clouds start to lift off of our brain and we begin to think clearly. Oftentimes, the creative impulses within us begin to rise to the surface. Wellness restores wonder. The things that we were dulled in our senses and walking around with a fog or walking around with no energy. Now, all of a sudden, we've got inspiration. Now we've returned to joy. Now we have this outlet, this energy within us that needs to have an outlet. And we began to find ways to let our creativity express itself. I am a creative. I began to sing as soon as I could talk. My sisters and I would sing and make up songs and harmonize with one another. And then I learned how to play the piano at the age of 4 and continue that. I learned to play the cello. Then I learned to draw and I took all kinds of art courses when I was in high school and even drew a self portrait that looked just like me. And I learned how to sew and I learned how to knit. I learned how to cook and I learned how to write. In all these different ways that I've had the privilege and the ability to express my creativity through. And then I started writing songs and singing the songs that I wrote. I even recorded a CD of original music that you can find on all the streaming platforms. And so I would have never been able to do that had I not worked through some of the health challenges that I had. In the beginning, when I was young and I felt young and vibrant and had no health issues, it was easy. But as the years went on and my health began to decline, I did not feel like doing any of those things. In fact, it was all I could do to get out of bed. And even into this fifth decade of my life, as things have become so hectic in my life and I've lost touch with the ability to do some of those things because of my time restraints, because of my schedule, I have found that even now, as I'm taking the time to focus again on my health, some of these things, these creative outlets within me, this creativity within me is now finding an outlet. Today, I had the privilege of joining a group of entrepreneurs, and we have our master circle every month. And I was just blessed to be able to share some of my creative ideas with some of the other entrepreneurs, specifically one person who came and shared this new idea that she has. And so, as we return to joy, focus on our health, as we learn how to be grateful, all the things we've been talking about, that wellness restores wonder and creativity begins to rise to the surface and it fuels our inspiration. So I hope that you're able to put some of this into practice. I hope that you're able to find some things that you would like to express and let your creative juices flow. And I hope that this has added value to you today. And I will see you tomorrow.